In 2024, five major airlines made more money from fees than they did from selling actual airline tickets. Baggage charges, seat selection, priority boarding, extras that used to be free are now a bigger business than the flight itself. And the strangest part? While airlines have been raking in record fee revenue, the advertised price of a ticket has actually been falling for years. This isn't an accident, and it isn't a coincidence. It's one of the most quietly effective pricing strategies in modern business. And almost nobody flying today remembers when it worked differently. Globally, airlines are on pace to collect more than $150 billion a year in what the industry calls ancillary revenue, everything beyond the base cost of the seat. That's more than double what airlines made from the same fees less than a decade ago. In the US alone, United collected over $10.6 billion in ancillary revenue in a single recent year, with Delta and American close behind at around $10 and $9 billion each. For some ultra-low-cost carriers like Frontier, these extras now account for more than 60% of total revenue, meaning the actual flight has become the smaller half of the business. To understand how flying went from one price to 100 small ones, we have to go back to a single summer and a barrel of oil. In the summer of 2008, oil prices spiked to nearly $150 a barrel, and jet fuel costs were crushing airline profits. The idea of charging separately for extras wasn't originally Americans either. Ryanair, the Irish budget carrier, had already been charging for checked bags since 2006, along with fees for priority boarding and seat selection, proving that passengers would still book a flight even when the advertised price didn't cover everything they needed. It took a full-blown fuel crisis for US carriers to try the same approach at home. That June, American Airlines made a decision that changed commercial flying forever. It became the first major US carrier to charge passengers to check a bag, starting at $15 each way. The backlash was immediate, but the fee worked. By the end of that year, American had collected around $278 million from bag fees alone, with revenue tripling in just the second half of the year. Within about 6 months, nearly every other major U.S. airline, United, Delta, U.S. Airways, Northwest, had copied the exact same move. A single emergency decision made during a fuel crisis quietly became a permanent and enormously profitable industry standard. For over 50 years, one airline refused to join in. Southwest built its entire brand around a simple promise: bags fly free. It was practically a religion for the company, and for millions of loyal flyers who booked with Southwest specifically because of it. Then, in May of 2025, Southwest gave up. Facing pressure to boost profits, the airline began charging up to $45 for a first checked bag, ending more than 5 decades of tradition in a single announcement. Southwest itself estimated the move could bring in about $1.5 billion a year in new fees, while risking nearly as much in customers who might leave because of it. Months later, Southwest's own CEO confirmed the new bag fee revenue had already exceeded expectations. Even the very last holdout couldn't resist the math in the end. Here's why unbundling is so effective in the first place. When you search for a flight online, comparison sites and search engines typically sort results by that base ticket price, not the total cost once you've added a bag or picked a seat. That gives airlines a powerful incentive to make the sticker price look as small as possible and shift as much real cost as they can into optional fees that only show up later, deeper into the booking process. The strategy is often called drip pricing, and it works because of simple human behavior. Most travelers compare flights on that first number, then spend 10 or 15 minutes picking a flight, entering passport details, and choosing seats. By the time the real total appears at checkout, sometimes $50 or $100 higher than the number that first caught your eye, walking away and starting over somewhere else feels like far more effort than just paying the extra fees. But the single largest source of airline ancillary revenue isn't baggage fees or seat selection or even priority boarding. It's something most passengers never think about at all: frequent flyer miles. Airlines don't just give miles away as a thank you, they sell them in bulk to banks like American Express and Chase, who then hand those miles out to customers through co-branded credit cards. Every time a cardholder swipes that card, the bank pays the airline for the miles it's giving away, often at a healthy markup over what those miles will eventually cost the airline in free flights. In a recent year, airline loyalty programs generated more than $28 billion in revenue industry-wide. For major carriers like Delta, American, and United, this single business, essentially selling loyalty points to banks, now out-earns baggage fees, seat fees, and every other extra combined. It's a big enough business that during periods of financial stress, some airlines have even used their loyalty programs as collateral to borrow billions of dollars, with lenders valuing the mileage business alone higher than the stock market valued the entire airline. Think about that for a moment. A bank looked at an airline and decided the frequent flyer program was worth more than the planes, the routes, and the brand combined. Put it all together, and the modern airline business model looks almost nothing like it did 20 years ago. The flight itself has become almost a loss leader, the thing that gets you in the door, searching by the lowest possible number on a comparison site. The real profit shows up afterward, in the bag you check, the seat you upgrade, the snack you buy on board, and above all, in a piece of plastic in your wallet that a bank is happy to pay billions of dollars for. None of this happened by accident. Every fee, every restriction on the cheapest fares, every mile earned on a credit card swipe was a deliberate decision to separate the price you see from the amount you actually pay, and to make sure that even if the ticket itself barely turns a profit, everything surrounding it does. So next time you book the cheapest flight you can find, remember, that number was never really the price. It was just the opening bid in a business model built entirely around everything that comes after it. If you found this breakdown interesting, subscribe, because next time we're looking at a company that makes membership fees so appealing, most people never even use what they're paying for. See you in the next one.